This week we take a look at the negative effects on energy drinks,
the reactions on the recent TikTok ban,
and how the food drive here at McHenry can bring our community together, and all that and more on the
Warrior Weekly.
Good morning, Warriors. Welcome to this week's edition of the Warrior Weekly, presented by Warrior Student Media. I'm Lily Adams.
And I'm Noah Outwater. This week we take a look at a number of exciting events and stories at MCHS.
But first, we dive deeper into how energy drinks can negatively affect the person drinking them.
Many students at MCHS begin their mornings by consuming a variety of caffeinated beverages. Whether it's needing the energy or simply just enjoying the taste, the majority of students don't know the effects of caffeine. Health teacher Mrs. Davis explains what her opinions are on energy drinks.
I feel like a small amount is not terrible, and I feel like some kids that struggle with attention or they want to be up and about all the time, sometimes caffeine actually can be helpful to just calm things down if they need it. But sometimes, like, if you consume it, you start to become dependent on it. A lot of it is all the extra crap that's in there and all the sugar. Sugar is actually worse, I feel like, than the caffeine that's in it.
Davis spends most of her days surrounded by her students, witnessing the different kinds of drinks brought into her classroom. Davis explains that although the consumption is apparent, there are a mix of less harmful energy drinks at our school.
We have energy drinks, right, and water in our vending machines. So I don't see as much of the Monster energy drinks as I used to. I feel like I see less.
There are many alternatives to drinking caffeinated beverages, such as tea and organic juices, but Davis believes water is the most efficient for our students.
Water. Get your energy from an apple or fruits or cucumbers or, stuff that's actually good for you and is full of nutrients and not just sugar, empty calories.
MCHS students should be aware of the risks that come with the overconsumption of caffeinated beverages as well as its effects. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly, we are Grace Summers, Travis Kokinos, and Kevin Hibbs.
Next, MCHS goes more in depth about what is happening with our most beloved app.
Last weekend, communities across the U.S. awaited the impending ban of TikTok. TikTok was temporarily banned on January 19, 2025, and about 12 hours later, it was back up and running. TikTok is an app to spread awareness and creativity to people around the world. The temporary ban affected many small businesses and teens everywhere, including here at MCHS. Sophomore Ella Hatfield emphasizes how there was a search for a form of social media to replace the app. An app called RedNote, which is a Mandarin version of TikTok, seemed to be an alternative option.
Everyone I knew who was talking about it was saying, we need to find a new TikTok, so a lot of people were moving to RedNote because we all thought it was going to be permanent.
Although TikTok came back, Hatfield feels as if her feed on TikTok has changed dramatically, such as showing more politically charged content as not as much as entertainment.
A lot of my social media feed has become almost tainted. It's not what it used to be. I'm getting a lot more political videos than ever.
Sophomore Taylor Ray shares how she could find different ways to spend her free time other than scrolling on TikTok.
I was a little sad at first, but I was like, that's like, I can do other things in my free time, and instead of being like on my phone. So I was a little upset, but I was like, I'll get over it.
Ray informs on how the ban was not a new concept and that it has been something that was an issue in the past for TikTok. The first time this app has been threatened to become banned was in 2020 under President Trump.
No, I did not, because in the previous years, they've said they're going to ban TikTok, and they never have. But they did it this time, but I was like, it's probably not going to be for long. It's probably going to come back, and it did.
Now that TikTok has returned, time will tell if it's here to stay. The app has just under 70 days to be acquired by another company. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly, we are Sarah Zawedi, Bianca Tain, and Healy Downing.
Good morning, Warriors. I'm Noah Outwater, and this is this week's weather forecast. This week calls for warmer weather, clear skies, and an amazing weekend ahead of us. Starting off with today, 41 degrees in the cloudy morning and afternoon. Don't feel too down in the dumps. We have warmer weather abroad. However, Wednesday we see a slight decrease in degrees, looking at 38 Fahrenheit. Might be a little chilly due to the cold weather. Looking forward to a nice Thursday, increase in temperatures, looking at 49 degrees with the sun shining and not a cloud in sight. Friday, sun's out, but a decrease by 8 degrees, but we still have a bright future ahead of us. Unfortunately, Saturday sees a huge drop from 41 to 34 degrees. No sun in sight. Be sure to bundle up. And that's the weather for the week. Have an amazing day, Warriors. That's all for today's show. Be sure to follow the Warrior Weekly on all social media platforms, including Twitter, Insta, and TikTok.
For Noah Outwater and all of Warrior Student Media, I'm Lily Adams. Have a wonderful week, Warriors.